Hello, and to today's video. Hello and happy Monday. I thought I would do a live and talk to you as I decorated the tree because a lot of my ornaments are knitting and crocheted ornaments. But I just want to make sure that I got the stream running properly. So please bear with me for one moment. Okay. I hear audio, so I think we're good. I need to turn on some quick spam filters real fast to make sure that we're good for that. And then we'll be good to go. I think everything's on. I think we're just going to roll with it and hope for the best. So, hi, happy Monday. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all the good things. Welcome to my tree. It's time to decorate the tree. I have managed to misplace, or go with misplace, the little apparatus that holds the star to the top of the tree. So currently, I'm just going to tilt you a little bit so you can see that the tree is just kind of like, I think I'm tilting you. I can't see. Hang on. Okay, live camera. Yes. It's just kind of being held on by some other limbs. It's not ideal. I get it. But that's what we're rolling with. And I'm gonna make sure I can see comments. Hello and welcome. How are you doing tonight? I got to see you in your parade, K&K Crochet. But I have these two totes of Christmas decor things, and I would like to go through these and decorate with you this evening and talk about some of them. And it's really hard because I can't see. I have the camera over there. I'm gonna have to move that because that is very distracting to have to like turn around each time. I'm not using that, so that can be removed. I don't have my laptop plugged up, so I can remove that. And this way I can kind of see comments as well. I know, I'm so sorry. I am all up in the camera and I completely apologize. Moving my little footstool around because it's going to be my table. Okay, there we go. Just keeping things real here on this holiday Monday. I'm gonna pivot that. Okay, so yeah, hi. I do have some garland things that I picked up. I got these at a thrift store, or maybe it was a yard sale a while back, and I want to put them on my tree. I think I have 3 of them, and I think they're kind of cool. They're definitely vintage. I mean, how fun are those? So fun. So what I'm thinking about doing is starting at the top and working my way down. On our tree in the house, I actually do this faux popcorn girl. I should probably secure my tree to its base. I'll do that later. That's why it's moving around. But I do like a faux popcorn garland in the house. And I don't have enough to go around the whole tree. So I have, over the years, really improved my ability to fake a garland that goes all around the tree. And that's what we're just going to do. This evening, we're going to fake it like it's going all around the tree. It's not. It's going to be fine. I kind of wish that piece wasn't just kind of hanging out there. That's going to have to move because that's going to drive me crazy. So, do you already have your tree decorated? Or are you like me and a late decorator? I'm going to have to figure out how to make so I can see both side by side. I'm going to squeezy that one. squeezy that one in live chat. Oakley dokley. Let's see. Where did they just go? Okay. So, I'm going to have to move a candle. Move some scent sticks. Love my scent sticks. We have Nightbot has entered the chat. Hello, Nightbot. K&K Crochets here. Sarah May, hello. How are you? Yes, I am live. I don't hardly ever go live, but we're having a make it work moment over here this evening, and we're just trying our best at it. So yeah, but do you ever do garlands on your tree? And also, have you already have your tree decorated, or you like me and running just a tad bit behind this year because I have no trees decorated, and I need to decorate several of them. Sarah says she put hers up early this year, and K&K said, "Oh yes, mine goes up on my birthday in October." Well, we all can't be overachievers like you, now can we? I'm just kidding. Next year I will definitely be Christmasing it up a lot earlier. My goal this year was to Christmas it up the 1st of November, but my father-in-law fell literally on November the 1st, and that was about a 3-week back and forth to the hospital and to rehab and all the things. So, not ideal, but what can you do? I really like this stuff. This is so pretty. So once we get this on, then we'll start pulling out a bunch of ornaments and going through them, and then I'll just move this around accordingly as I see fit. I have a lot of ornaments to show you, and hopefully I won't break any, because that's never fun, but it does happen. Oh, it happens a lot. Okay, that's something to work with. You just love my Christmas. Aww. Vlogmas. Got some deers. If you could be the cool person and tell me what is the name of the TV show with this guy in it, you will win 15 imaginary cool points. Go. Who knows? Hi, Tammy. Welcome. I didn't know where he came from, but I would be I would be having him playing. I would have him playing, but I have to update my PlayStation. He's just gonna literally hang out in here for a little bit until I figure out where he's gonna go. There he goes. Got some deers. Rudolph, yes. So the original Christmas television classics. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Little Drummer Boy, and the Frosty Returns collection. This is seriously, as an adult, one of my most favorite holiday things to watch every year. As well as Harry Potter. Gotta watch my Harry Potter. The Muppets Christmas Carol. And then I don't know where my other one is. Oh, it's in there. I just can't reach it. Let me grab it. There's actually two other favorite ones. One is One Magic Christmas. Have y'all seen this? This is like, this is my 1980s childhood Christmas wrapped into a DVD case. I watched this thing so much. And I had it on VHS. Technically, I still have it on VHS. And then my mother tracked this down for me. And I love it. The other one that I've watched every year since I was a little kid is Babes in Toyland. Have you not seen this? If you haven't, go find it and watch it. It's a classical, it's musical, but the songs will stick with you. Okay. I really need this to be lower because y'all are like way down there. Let me grab my chair. I'm coming back. Just try not to break all the things in the process of relocating you. So, please hold. I'm still here. Oh, yeah. My new desk chair I have has like this hydraulic button. So I just shot you up in the air like you were Superman. Oh, I could see you now. I can see clearly now. Sarah was right pulling in the Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Nightbot's greeting y'all. Sarah says she loves them. Have you saw Annabelle about the cow? Yes, I have. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hello, Purling Through Life. Welcome. We're talking Christmas. Spreading holiday cheer for all to hear. Cute trees. We're just going to throw those on the chair. We'll eventually find a place for the stuff that I'm throwing on the chair. This is something that I got in the Smoky Mountains with my mother-in-law. We each got one. I don't even know. It's a rat made out of candy cane, which in itself is just gross, but it's cute. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's got to go somewhere because I put it up every year. And it sparkles. Another trivia that doesn't equate to anything, but if you can guess it, then you get 25 imaginary points. Can you tell me which restaurant this came from? Who knows? Let's see who can guess that one. Oh, look, one of my little thingy balls was in there. I don't even know why that was in there. I guess it fell in there from last year. Who knows? Who knows? No one knows where the reindeer came from? Wow. You all should know this. This is like, you're close to my age. You should definitely know this. Glass trees. Was it Shoney's? No, it was not Shoney's. How are y'all wrong on this one? Let me show you again. He has a friend. I don't currently know where the friend is. Oh, I do. I found the friend. There was several of them. And you went and you ate and you could purchase one each visit. Maybe you're too old. No. It's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut had these. There was even glasses that had them on there. I don't know where my glasses went. And Pizza Hut also had like the plastic hand puppets of Beauty and the Beast. Y'all remember those? And The Land Before Time. I still have those. They're put up in a tote, but I'm hoping to find them soon and put them in my curio cabinet. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. I love them. I've put them out every year since I got them as a child. So they're quite old. You don't remember that? Ah, your Pizza Hut never participated in anything? That is the saddest thing I think I've heard today. Because Pizza Hut used to be like the place to go on the weekend, have some pizza, and get a cool toy. I love Pizza Hut. I have a lot of trees. There are trees everywhere. We're just gonna stick them there for now. I'll figure out something cute to do with them later. Ooh, a sparkle tree. I like trees. That is so sad though. This I got, I think at Target last year, but look, it's knit stitches and it's a little tree. I think it was at Target. Yeah, it was at the dollar spot, the red spot. Whatever the spot's called. It's that spot. It was there. And then I made 2 wonky trees to go up there with my gnomes, where my gnomes live on the shelf, because they oversee the yarn. And I need to stick those up there. Do you remember me talking about this yarn, how it poops glitter? Like, it poops glitter so much when you're working with it. It's a Hobby Lobby yarn. I hated it so much. I still kind of hate it. But the trees are very cabley, but you can't really see them with this yarn. You can kind of see it there. And this one's just like a wonky tree, because they're supposed to be gnome Christmas trees, so they're a little wonky anyways. But they're going to go somewhere. We finally got to an ornament. This is actually, I'm just going to hang in the window though. I remember getting this. I won a gift card to a local shop last year that sells different little vendored items, and they sell a bunch of that Skinny Girl creamery stuff that's no sugar. But I got this and a couple of those Skinny Girl no creamer sugar thingies. Is that not the prettiest thing? It's got so much sparkle. It's so sparkly. K&K Crochet said, all I remember them ever giving was a free personal pizza for reading books. Do you know they still do that program? Or they did up to like 4 years ago, because my youngest was like, I'll do it, because he wanted his free pizza. There's a tablecloth in here that I will never use. I don't even know why it's in here. I need to take that inside. We'll put that go in the side of the house barrel. Another sun catcher. I love those things. All the disco balls all the time. This was actually something that I found at a thrift store. It was broken and it had some garland, and I just kind of pieced it together. I usually hang it up in a window or somewhere so that it can catch some light. That goes in the donate pile. Another glass tree. So what are y'all working on as we decorate for Christmas? I love these. These were from Target as well. I got the 2 of them. I think they were a couple years ago though. I haven't bought Christmas stuff in a while. This guy I've had forever. Do y'all remember ever collecting the Russ stuff? He's got to be like from the 90s, if not more. I've had him for so long. I thought he had a date on him. He does not. Oh, I was looking for this tree. Hi, Anne. How are you doing this evening? The last toy thing I remember at Pizza Hut was toys for Phantom Menace. Oh yeah, I remember those. Whenever that came out in theaters. Yes. Just weaving in ends on your mother's blanket for Christmas. Started a new one, says K&K Crochet. I am making a Timbo vest and crochet dishcloths. Cool. And that is Sarah. I have made some ornaments. I don't need to show those. I bought a bunch of these on Walmart, on the Walmart last year, because I got them so stinking cheap after Christmas. Someone had, I guess, stashed them for later, and I was just in there buying dog food, and I was like, oh, what's that pretty pink thing? So I may have taken their stash. I feel slightly bad about it, but not really. So it's fine. Uh-oh. Why did that sound broken? It's not. These things are so old as well. A lot of my Christmas, there's some stuff that's newer, like these little trees, but a lot of this stuff is really stuff from my childhood or from my husband's childhood. These are from my childhood. It's a Mrs. Claus and Santa, and they go on a candle and they hug the candle. Are they not the cutest? I think these were really old Avon, if I'm not mistaken. My mother used to sell Avon. I have candles out here for these because I have a really cute candle holder that holds them. So I'll set those aside. And then I have some I just put in my pockets. These I got from Lee's mom. So it's a mouse holding a candy cane. Or the candy cane's its tail. And then this one, or no, it's just holding the candy cane. And this one's a mouse sitting on the candy cane. How sweet are those? And then with that, she had a little bear one. And she said there was another bear, but she didn't know where it went. So she gave me those years ago. So those will definitely find a place. Some random IKEA flowers. That's kind of a, I think had a rough time. That might just go live somewhere else. I don't know. The gnome, our shed gnome. I need to make a gnome for out here. I actually crocheted a gnome for a teacher a couple years ago. She turned out so stinking cute. I'll post a picture of her later on the community tab. And I've always wanted to make me one since I made that one and gifted. But this is our store-bought gnome that lives in the shed. So he'll go somewhere. You're working on the gingerbread, MCal, Purling Through Life said, but I need a break. Hello, Quilty Crocheter, how are you? So I'm having to take a break from Sylvia. If you've been following along on my Vlogmas, you know Sylvia is actually named Owen. How weird is that? And I just get so like frustrated with like drama MCals. Like, why? Why? This is something my mommy made when I was probably 9 years old, if not even younger than that. Why? Why? Here's the other one of those trees. So I found the two pink and this blue-green one. I'm gonna go and move my power cord. Because I will certainly break stuff later. But yeah, I brought those home. That's something that just needs to be buried because this whole thing. I bought this when I worked for TJ Maxx. Look how sad it is. So that was probably 22 years ago when I worked, no, 21 years ago when I worked for TJ Maxx. And I was really big into the primitive kind of country vibe. And so I got this and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. But over the years, time has not done it well. Time has not done it well at all. And so all of its little pieces have just kind of fallen off. But the buttons, or not the buttons, the bells are really cute. So I've been hanging on to it to revamp it in a way, and that's not going to happen this year. So it's just going to go back in the bin. And then I have one more of the little glass trees. This is an aggressively friendly. So I spent way more hours than any one person should ever admit in their lifetime to setting up Nightbot. Nightbot has one command that is like an error, and I can't figure out which one it is. So occasionally he'll just like freak out and start saying, "Oh, error." But other than that, he will entice you into conversation. But I had too much fun doing that. When I figured out you can like program him with commands, I was like, oh, so good. So good. My husband 3D printed me a snowman last year. 2 snowmans. Aren't they cute? That's when we got our 3D printer. And now he's my 3D printer little go-to person. We got a light last year on the clearance that says Merry. I don't know where the Christmas is. We'll just say Merry. Well, we might hook that up somewhere. We'll just throw that on the chair as well. I forgot I brought an Advent last year on Christmas clearance. We're gonna do that. How many days left do we have? I need somebody to math for me. One of y'all math and figure out how many days till Christmas. That'd be grand. Let's see. I know Nightbot is. Your husband loves 3D printers. He has too many. We have two. We started out with I think it's a Bamboo Labs maybe. It's like the bigger one. It's not the one that's in the self box. And then my youngest son bought his own for his birthday with his birthday money. Because for a while there he had like a clone trooper sweatshop going on. He would just have them printing all day, and he ordered all these little special paints, and he would paint them, and then he 3D printed his own Mandalorian outfit and wore it to like a little Comic-Con. So that's funny. 17 days. Thank you. We're gonna hook that up. This is cute. I don't remember buying this. Maybe I didn't buy it last year. Maybe I bought it years ago. Last year was a very hard year because that was when Mama was like her sickest, and so I can't say that I know for sure when it was purchased. Hey, where's the 7? 5, 6, 7. Okay. You did say 17, right? Okay. Like, I'm going through all this trying to set up 17. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Adorables. Am I even in, like, camera way? What's the word I'm looking for? Screen. Okay, there we go. So cute. Yeah, that's gonna have to go somewhere. It'll just go on the floor for right now. Other random things. I do have some cute garland we're gonna hang up at some point. My little snowman stake, I don't know where his other ski went. Who knows? He may just need to go live with the fishes, which is what I call the trash can. I bought these with great intention to do this really cute crafty project one year, and I did one of them, and then I haven't touched them since. Oh, well, thank you, Sharon. Snow 5685. Welcome. Welcome. This is fun. This is so cute, girl. I'm just going to set these garlands out, and I will incorporate them at some point tomorrow. And I'll set that out. Please hold while I clean up the floor so I don't fall. I gotta find the lid. I'm coming right back. I'm swapping out my totes because we're now entering the ornament what's the word? Ornament something of this video. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but obviously I'm drinking some caffeine. So, I'm sorry. This is me on caffeine. Okay, I'm caught up on chat. So, I have this bin. It's not huge, but it's got almost, you can see they're packed in here. Look, that is from when we moved, like, years ago. And this bin has just been reused and reused. So I thought I would kind of show you some of the ornaments that I've made in the past. I do this every Vlogmas. Excuse me. And then I can go back in and link the past Vlogmas that I have that has all these, or I can just copy and paste it actually to this description of this video. I might just do that. So that's what we're going to do. I have a couple of these. These were fun makes. If you are kind of new to knitting and you're wanting something that you can make to put on your tree that goes really fast, that's really easy to understand, these are adorable. These are the Snowball Buddies, and these are a Susan Claudino pattern. I think I knit these 2013, 2014. I'd only been like knitting for like a year. So there's the owl, the snowman. My favorite, the mouse, because he has a cute tail. Look at that. I knit these out of worsted weight yarn. And then I have another one, a reindeer. He may be kind of closer to the bottom, so we'll have to find him in a minute. But I like to kind of put these on the bottom of the tree because they're just a lot bigger than some of my other ornaments. And I think it's because I'm used to having ornaments in the house where we have cats. So anything that can't break needs to go to the bottom of the tree. But the cats don't come out here. So I guess it really wouldn't matter. But if you have cats, you totally understand what I'm saying. And then some of the ornaments I have that go on this tree are store-bought, but they are knitting or crochet themed, like the Holiday Llama. It's from Hobby Lobby from years ago. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm probably going to move some of these around. I am a tree mover for several days. Here's the other one. There's the reindeer. Is it not the cutest with his little antlers? This is really, really old Red Heart yarn. And then I just glued a pom-pom to his nose. So cute. Okay. Then we have, these are another great knit. This used to be a free pattern, but I noticed that now they're charging for it. But this is the pint-sized trees, and I cannot remember the designer's name, but I recently knit one of these for the teacher with the 3 ornaments that I took over her. And you can use corks for the tree trunk, which is what I did here. Or you can just go out and find tree limbs, which is what I did for hers and what I did for another one that I have in here. But these are a really fun cable-y knit. It's easy to remember, and it just looks stunning in a hand-dyed yarn. This is Madelinetosh in, I can't remember the colorway, but it's on my Ravelry page. So I have a couple of, I need to grab, I have a whole bag of ornaments that my friend Deborah has knit me. We're going to be putting those on the tree. And then she sent me this cute coaster last year. So I'll put that over there. And I need to put up my pumpkin one. And then oh no, I bought some cute magnets. I'll take those out of the package. But I need to grab some hooks. Trees on trees on trees. Yes, I like trees on trees. Do y'all have any secret, like, decorating tips for your Christmas tree that you would like to share with the other viewers? One of mine is to find ornaments like this that are either, this is just a plastic, but it's like a disco ball. And I like to stick these in the inside of the tree. I do this on our tree in the house as well. Or I'll find like a see-through acrylic that has like a opaque kind of shimmer to it. And they just help catch the light in the right way. So it kind of fills in any dark spots on your tree. And they do an amazing job doing that. But I like to stick those in trees. And then I like to stick like actual glass ornaments. So a lot of these I'll find at thrift stores, and I will remove the color. If the color is really messed up, you can put a little bit of Clorox with a water mixture into the bulb and shake it, and then that color will come out. And then you just have these pretty kind of shimmery balls. But they're another great way to add some light to your tree in dark places. You just have to be sure to secure them or make sure you get them off the tree. Unfortunately, this year when we were putting up our house tree, my husband found one that I forgot to take off last year, and it shattered. So, but some of them, like, I need to do something with this one, but when it does that, you can actually put that Clorox in there and all that color will come out and it's just a clear ball. But this one's still pretty decent. But I love the big vintage glass ornaments. And says, I always tell myself I'm going to knit ornaments for our Christmas. Didn't happen this year either. Yeah. Sarah says, I have a booklet of patterns, but haven't happened yet. It's so much fun. I mean, it really is. And what I did one year is I kind of try to do one a month during the year. So maybe that would be a fun little knit along for you to do. Is just kind of commit to knitting one ornament a month. They don't take very long, even if you crochet some, and I'll show you some in a minute that go by like uber fast. And then you can get some. I am going to try to do that Christmas skirt make along this year. And so I will be putting it, that's one of the videos I want to get up this week, but it may have to go next week because I have 3 church events this week. And so I'm just kind of frazzled. because I have to talk to a bunch of people, like face to face. This is easy because like you're my iPhone basically. Or if I'm looking past the iPhone, I see my big llama guy. So you're not intimidating, but when there's a lot of people, it's very intimidating to me, and it just drains me. It's like energy vampire kind of thing. So I have to get into that mind space. But I do want to host a craft along for some Christmas tree skirt things. And then it might be fun to do an ornament a month too. I mean, that's definitely doable. And I'll be happy to partner with anybody if you would like to do that with me. Uh-oh. Like the the hanger just went inside the ball. I don't even know how that just happened. I don't even know. Okay, so Sarah, that is such true words. I am a next steps procrastinator. And I say that a lot. And casting on something is actually a next step. So like if it involves, oh, it's because the whole thingy just went down there. That's weird. If it's like casting on something or casting off something or adding another color, anything that involves a whole nother step, I procrastinate about it. But I still want to cast on all the things. So it's just like this internal conflict that I'm always battling as a crafter. I don't know why. Cool vintage ornament that I found at a thrift store for 10 cents. Like, so sparkly. Someone made that out of a bunch of little beads. And I'm like, you know what? That's going home with me. Yeah, procrasticrafting it's a real epidemic. Let me grab those ornaments. Obviously, I didn't have to go very far because they were like right there. So I did make one of these and take the teacher, and I posted the link to this pattern in day 5 of Vlogmas, possibly, maybe 6. I don't know. There was a lot of lack of sleep, so I can't remember. But it's a granny star ornament. Sorry, my face itch. This is a sport weight, just a solid yellow. And this one is some hand dye that I got from a D-Stash. I've always loved this color yellow. The dyer is called Mind's Eye because I was like completely Inspector Gadget trying to find some more of it. But I just love it. And then this is a new pattern I saw. It's been kind of all over my Pinterest. Not Pinterest, Instagram. I don't even look on Pinterest. Where did they even come from? And you make a granny square and then you seam up the back of it and it makes a cute tree. I want to try to find some star buttons and put one there and figure out something for a trunk. But I did that yesterday. So cute. And like, I'm talking minutes for this bad boy. Maybe 15, 20 minutes for this bad boy. I'm so glad. Speaking of procrastinating, then I have an owl that my friend Deborah knit me. Or maybe she bought this or she knitted it. I can't remember. It's so cute. Let's look at the bag of ornaments that she sent because she literally sent a whole bag of them. Wow, she made me a bunch of trees. There's so many cute little trees. Oh, and she knit them all for me. That's love. That's love right there. It's like a whole army of them. These may have to go like on a garland and not on the tree. That would be cute. I'm gonna set them aside. The red one. This one's pretty. And then she sent me another one. Oh, wait, is this a basket? This is another one of the baskets. Where do I have the other one that she made me? It is somewhere in here. It's it's got like little yarn skeins in it that she made. It's on one of my bookcases. I'll have to find it later and show you. It's adorable too. We're gonna set those aside. I'm setting so much stuff aside. Oh my. And then one year she got me this. I don't remember who had these, but they were a big thing in on the interwebs, and then she knitted a sparkly sweater. Do I have any tips on winding mini skeins? Deborah would be the person to ask that, because however she did the little ones is over there. Let me grab it. It wasn't over there. Where is it? It might actually be in the curio in the house. But I'll find out what she used for hers, because she did like, they're like bitty bitty bitty, itty bitty bitty bitty, and they're adorable. I might have it in the curio. I may have kept it in the house. Oh snap! I just found a hiding pumpkin. How random. Like, these are the other things. Target had these one year. There's like 2 different styles. They were $1. These things are amazing for putting the inside of a tree. They make your tree like look insanely lit a lot more than it has to be. Because I was so worried when we had to buy a new tree last year that I wasn't going to have as much lights on it as I used to. And with those little things, you couldn't even tell a difference. They were amazing. I actually used to do 7 trees in our house. This year I'm only doing 2. Cutting it down. This is something I found at a thrift store for 5 cents. But is that not the cutest thing? I mean, it's definitely an older ornament. I just thought it was so cute. Yeah, I'll definitely figure out from Deborah what she used to make hers, because they are absolutely adorable. And I will try to find where they are and post a picture. They're either in the house or somewhere out here, and I'm just not remembering. But I know I always keep it out. One of my favorite Target ornaments I ever found. There's actually 2. There's this one, and there's another one that has a knitting basket with yarn. Oh, okay. So I have, where is it? I have a couple of these. So we used to have a local knitting guild, and Deborah and I were over the knitting guild. And I would always set up these Christmas dinners, and we'd all meet up, and you have to knit or crochet an ornament to bring, and we do like a dirty Santa with ornament boxes. And I won a set of these from a friend, and she passed away this past year. So I'm very glad that I got these to kind of always have her hanging out with me knitting and crocheting. They're very, very special. And I may have linked that pattern in the past, and so maybe I'll come across it. But they're pairs, but they're pretty special to me. You have that one. You have the yarn with the needles in it. So cute. Another 5-cent thrift store find. Y'all know I like my tea. This is a fun ornament. What book was that in? Deck the Halls. Who was that by? Was it an Ann Budd book? No, might have been. Was it Edie Ekman book? Maybe, possibly not. I don't know. I'll post the link. But I knit this cute moose. I love him so much. He is absolutely adorable. Like I just don't even know. He's just so stinking adorable. Partridge in a pear tree. Yes, thank you, thank you. We had a local Santa guy around here who did the Santa Claus every year at the mall, and he passed away a couple years ago. And they had an estate sale, and his whole house, like he was Santa 365 days out of the year. I don't care what part of the year you saw him out and about. He was in like Hawaiian Santa shorts and like a red Hawaiian Santa shirt. I mean, he always had he was Santa all the time. And I went to his estate sale, and apparently he was a crafter. He loved to carve. And so he carved a bunch of ornaments, and they had them in a bag, and I bought them because I wanted that to be part of my craft room and part of my craft journey, because I just love meeting other crafty people. And so I keep some of them in the house and I keep some of them out here. But this is one of the ones I have out here. But is that not the cutest little thing? I love sentimental little things like that. I'm such a weirdo. I think this was a Michael's ornament a few years ago, or maybe in Joann's. Santa Red, 100% wool. And if you've missed the Vlogmas I shared, this one I got, I think last year from Michael's, and it's a crochet basket. And it's got yarn in it. I can't get the stupid tag off. It's on there like Fort Knox. I'm gonna have to cut it off. I need a ornament thingy. There's so many ornaments. Like it's just, I've had a craft room in some aspect for many years now. Even before I came out here, and I had a tree. And I knew that that's something that I really wanted to always have, was a Christmas tree where I could put ornaments on it that I made and other people made. And I have one that my grandmother made. I need to fix it. It's got a little place on it and get it on here. But I had that put up in the closet. This is one I knit not too long ago. It might have been for a knit along. I think it was for a Harry Potter class, because I did the Hogwarts house cup many years on Ravelry. And I did it the first of this year, and then I just kind of like forgot to sign up, and I was so mad because doing that during the holidays is so much fun. But I think I knit him for it, and this is a Rebecca Danger pattern that I modified to give him a sweater with some little hearts along the edges. But I think I knit him a couple of years ago. But he's fun. I haven't even got to my favorite ones I've knit yet. They're somewhere in here. So when I do clean out those Christmas balls, this is a fun craft to do. Put a little bit of clear glue in there, like Elmer's glue, and then put some, why can't I think of the word? Glitter. There we go. And then just give it a good shake, and it makes these pretty balls that catch light. That's one of my favorite crafts I used to do before I was a knitter and crocheter. And now I just knit all the things. All the things. I have to make sure my son's not going to like try to go around the shed and scare me like he did one night. Okay. Another really cute old Hobby Lobby ornament. If I'm sitting, I'm knitting. This thing is probably 5 to 6 years old, if not more than that. This was actually a kit with Simply Crochet magazine. She's supposed to be a little doll, but I just thought she's really cute as an ornament. So I just kind of stuck an ornament hook in her head and made her an ornament. Seems kind of demented, but it's fine. She doesn't care. She gets to be on the tree. So there you go. That's really sweet of you. I know, it's so, things like that just, they make my heart. I found this at a thrift store, and this is like one of my German smoking men, my Reutemann. But it's like an ornament version. And he's actually stamped like Germany on the bottom of him. Is he not a cool little ornament? I love the Reutemann. I'm kind of sad I haven't gotten one this year. We're supposed to go to the Christmas market. It's a couple hours away. I'm hoping to maybe go sometime next week when we don't have things going on. And I may pick up one there because I did last year. This is another cute Hobby Lobby ornament. Sometimes they have really cute knitting themed ornaments. I didn't really see any this year though, but I have only been to Hobby Lobby like once. So that could be why. And I have a Michaels. I kind of went in there and briefly looked, but I didn't see anything there either. I have a lot of these big things. I'm just going to kind of throw those to the floor, and I'll find a place to put them on the bottom. Because they're just random, like, sheep and things I've gotten over the years at Target. This one was kind of special because the last one of our knitting and crochet get together guilds, I did get this as an ornament because someone bought it and brought it as part of the present. So she's kind of got some special meaning. This is something I think I got at TJ Maxx, but it's like a little crocheted dog. And I got that one year when I worked there. And I wasn't even a knitter or crocheter then. Like I just, oh, that's cute. And I bought it. And then look what happened. Deborah got this made for me last year. It's Alabama. I want to get to the, oh, I didn't mean to throw that down. I was trying to like hold on to it. So this is one of the first things I've ever crocheted for an ornament. It's so ugly. It's supposed to be a mushroom, but the bottom of the mushroom won't stay how it's supposed to, so it often just kind of looks like a pacifier. I need to stick some yarn in there and kind of tack it so it has mushroom-esque vibes and not pacifier vibes, but I mean, it's part of my journey. Then we have this cutie from, I think it was Hobby Lobby many years ago. The yarn, little scissors. Do y'all ever make any of these? If you have children, this is like one of the funnest things you can ever do. So it's just cream of tartar, flour, and water. And I forgot what else. Maybe glue. And you make this dough and it dries and then you can paint it. So what I usually do is I trace their hands when they were little on cardboard, and then I kind of roll out some of this dough, and then I would put the template of their hand on it and then cut around it. And then they made it Santa Claus. When I get out the ornaments for the big tree, I'll show you. But it's just a cute way to kind of have an ornament to remember them at a certain age, and you can write the year on the back of it. And kids love making them. My kids love making them, and I enjoy making them. So it's a little fun thing. But that's one of the, we had leftover dough, and we made a couple snowmen to go out here. This is another cute ornament. I know I haven't linked in that last Vlogmas. I'm trying to unhook him from another ornament. But it's really easy to make. Little hoot owl. And some buttons. He's not the cutest, but he's handmade and he's loved. Where is the nice one? Okay, there's another one of my pears. We'll put them together. A pair of pears. One of my super old ornaments that I've always had in a craft room. I don't know where this thing came from, but it's got pins in its back. How cute is that? Uh, this is another thrift store find that someone had made. Look at the little bee crochet. And then they had these little, they popped off these, I guess, they're little like light covers, and they glued them down to be like yarn balls in a basket. Isn't that cute? I bought it because I was like, that doesn't need to get lost in time. Someone needs to appreciate it. And so it was me. Remember me showing you those glass balls a while ago? Well, this is the ornament that I made with it. Let me find a little hooky. So I took the ornament and I took some transparency film and I drew a sheep on it with some marker, and then you can fold it up and cut it so it has like a little ornament shape, and it will lay flat in there and make a really cute little ornament. Now I also have in our house, I made some of these where I printed on the transparency film, and they have like my kids' faces in them, and they're just really, really cute. And then there's another one that I made that has the nativity scene that I painted with some black paint, and so the light shines through. It's really pretty. And we used to do a lot of shrinky dinks, and these are some of the shrinky dinks that we made over the past. And I wrote Santa a little list. What does it say? I want snow, watch, yarn, bags, and candy, and cotton candy. Just keeping it real. And then there's a sloth. But they were so much fun. It was like a little kit that Target sold. I have a couple of these left over, and sometimes we break them out and we just sit in the kitchen and do them as a family. So I have some out here, and then I have some on the tree that goes in the house. I'm gonna slide. Speaking of Christmas, oh, here's another one. Hang on. This is another one that Deborah made me. So it's another one of those woodcut sheep, and that she wrapped yarn around. So if you have kids, or you have someone in your family, maybe you yourself are doing Advent, you get these plastic things in the Advent. Make sure you save them because they're great for sorting ornaments. So every year when the kids were little, I would save these and I would put the ornaments in there, and it makes them less congested when you get them out, and you can stack them a little bit, and then it's not a tangled mess. So ironically, Panda just fell and broke a leg. It just pops on and off. It's fine. I'm going to take him in for the Ornament Recovery Center, which is where the Craggle lives, and glue him back together. Okay, now I'm getting down to the other stuff. The same lady that made, I guess, that little basket of things also crocheted this. Look at the cute vintage Santa in there. Like, is just that not the most adorable thing? So stinking cute. Like, how I don't see how someone could have a family member that took the time, because look at the little crochet to make this. And then when that family member passed away, be like, you know what? We're just gonna donate all of that. Like, that just hurts my heart in so many ways. So I was really, really happy to save that one. And I don't know the person who made that, but I hope they know that they're being remembered and honored for their creativeness. And that makes me happy. It's kind of all the vintage Santas are kind of scary. So I have one of my vlogmases. I show some of my vintage or decor in the house. And I don't know if you saw my big Mrs. and Mr. Claus gnomes. Like, they are so creepy, but they are so 1980s, like, awesome. I don't even know where my husband got them. They were my husband's when he was a little kid. And when I got married, my mother-in-law was like, do you want those ugly things? And I'm like, please, let me love them forever. Here's that crochet basket from Tarjay. Is that not cute? It's like a little wicker basket. And then, oh, this is, Deborah got me this also. It was made in Coleman, Alabama. And it says, always there to keep you warm when the rest of the world leaves you shivering. Good friends are like cozy sweaters. Deborah moved, unfortunately, and I haven't got to see her in a while. And I was really hoping that I could go see her because I had some life changes since my mom's passed away. And I had time, but unfortunately, I had more life changes and I just don't have any income coming in. So there's no gas money. There's no nothing. But one day I will get there. This is another great Hobby Lobby find. This is also another super old one. It says, I love to knitwit. And I got this the year that I kind of stepped up over our local knitting and crochet guild because we were called the Knitwits. And I just happened to be walking into Hobby Lobby one day and it was just kind of like hanging there. And I was like, or maybe Deborah got me this the year I did that. But it came along because of the Knitwit. And I'm like, how amazing is that? Love, 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 love that. Um, for your nephew's first Christmas, I got him a vintage plastic Weeble type Santa with a ball in it. Just because it had an old-fashioned Santa face, I knew it would be creeping my brother out. That's funny. His son loved that Santa. Aw, it's always the weird things that kids love. My youngest, he had, it was some kind of like interactive robot bear that you had the cards you put, kind of like a, what was that thing called? That you put the cards in and it would like do math problems and stuff with you. But you can like put his name in there and it would say his name. But when it said his name, it was like so creepy. It was like, Gabe. So even to this day, and the kid's 14, we're like, Gabe, come here. And just pick on him about that weird thing. There was there's a pattern that I came across the other day that's new on the YouTube streets. And it's perfect for these acrylic Dollar Tree glass ornaments. Wait, that's a oxymoron. They're not glass. For these clear acrylic ornaments, and it's, I think, crocheted. I'll try to post that also, but I'm going to set that out because I want to make some of those. And I'm glad that's plastic because I just tossed it like it was not going to break. We're getting to the box of good stuff. Like, you can't get more vintagey than these things. And these have had better days. I need to shave them. They're kind of hairy. But how vintagey perfect are those? Love them. This is also something that is super vintagey, and this was from my grandmother's tree. But it's a golden apple that is very, very sparkly. I'll figure out where to put him later. My little favorite little gnome from my grandmother's collection. I don't even know how old this thing is, but I love him so stinking much. There's the rest of the birds for my ceramic tree in the house. I need to take those in. Okay. So I have a couple of tins. I like saving tins like this. And I use these after people give them with food in them. I'll clean them. And I use them to hold very precious ornaments that I want to make sure that they're secure. I put them up under the insert from the advent calendars. It's just a great way to give a little bit more safety. This is another ornament that Deborah found. I don't even know where she found this. Caution, weapons of mass construction. And it's knitting needles. That's so funny. So funny. Mass construction. Okay, so now we're going to go through the 3 prized ornament boxes. This is where all the magic happens. We've been going for 74 minutes. Good gravy. That's a long time. So these are some really weird little things that I picked up at the Smoky Mountains with my mother-in-law. We used to always go, and she loved going to the Christmas store. So these are very special. There's 2 squirrels, 3 squirrels, and then 2 little chipmunks, or I guess they're porcupines. They're like made out of bottle brushes. I don't know where they're going to go, but I'll set those right there. And then I have these that my friend Lori made me for my tree. These are a cute little I-cord, and then they have a bead that goes through them. Super, super cute. I love the iridescent pony beads on that one. And then I have one of my mini socks I made the first year I started making them. I think I want that to go there. This was, I want to say, a Joann's ornament, but it's a cat in a knitting basket. Or maybe it was Michael's. It's so cute. Love it. I love that it's three-dimensional and not just like one-sided. Two-dimensional, not three-dimensional. Yeah, three-dimensional. And then this is a sweater I knit. It is a pattern by Imagine Landscapes. When she first started designing patterns, this was like one of her first things to put out, and I got to test knit the sweaters. And so I made that version, and I used some little metal to make hangers for them, and then I made one with long sleeves. And this is out of Happy Feet yarn. And this is out of Barocco, I think it's Barocco sock. And then this was Joann's. I remember now, because I got this one also from Joann's. And the first time they shipped it, it was shattered. But it's a yarn skein with some knitting needles. But it's got purple. Tammy, I don't know if you're still here, but I know Tammy loves purple. It's super sparkly. It's very glittery. It just vomits glitter all over you. And then also in here, I have, let me open this one. There is another podcaster on here who is called Knitting Turnpike, and I've known her for years, but I found her because she put this listing on Facebook for this kit, and I bought the kit, and we became friends from me buying that. But I've known her for forever, and it's these little, what is it? The Mushi something, I think. I can't remember the designer's name. Mama Moochie, maybe. But they're two little kitty cat, little fat cats. I love them. They were so much fun to knit. And then she sent me another pattern, another kit. I want to say I knit it. I don't know where it is. I think I still have one to knit, but. And then I have another friend, Anne, who's a local, and she knit me this Santa, or she crocheted me this Santa. I love him. He goes on my tree every year. And then this is an ornament that I knit. I know it's linked in that video. It was such a fun knit. It's such a cute little snowman. And I used some cotton, some regular, just everyday little cotton for his scarf, and did a little fringe, but he is absolutely adorable. How did I knit the cat's tail? This little kitty cat? It's just an I-cord. Super cute. I-cords are so functional. Like, you can do so many fun things with an I-cord. You need to go right there. And then here's a snowman that Anne also crocheted me, along with that Santa. find another place on the tree for that. And then, oh, here's my other pint-sized tree. I did the small version, and that's where I used a piece of tree for the trunk. I really, see how the cute little star button just looks amazing? I want to find one of those for this tree. And I may have some more over in my button area, but they're such a fun little make. I hate that they started charging for the pattern. He's gonna get lost back there. I need to put him on last so I can figure out where to put him. And then another cute Hobby Lobby ornament. Knitting. If I'm sitting, I'm knitting another version with owl. I don't know why Hobby Lobby stopped making these really cute ornaments like this. Oh, this side of the tree is bare. Need to throw some stuff over here. And then I have another one of those glass. This is tree green, 100% wool. Definitely Joann's. I remember ordering them from Joann's. I found my third pair. Oh no. Just kind of do those off. And then this one there. And then I have another one of those little laser cut ornaments that Deborah sent me with yarn on it. I'm a fluff my tree as I go kind of person. Then I can just kind of stick stuff in the empty spots. This is something I got from our local alpaca farm, and it was made wherever the alpacas are from. I can't think right now. But it's like one of those little finger puppets that are handmade. But I just think it's cute. So it goes on the tree as well, because it has some color. This was like one of my favorite ornaments to knit up. And his little arms are also made out of I-cords. And I knit him a little cow. I knit him a brother, and that was one of my ornaments that I brought the year for the ornament exchange with our guild. And then I had sewed a project bag and I think I also made a needle keeper to match the bag, because I used to sell project bags at our local yarn store. But I had this whole little kit thing, and I think I even had like a cute Santa matching pin to go with it. It was a cute little whole setup. But he's a really fun little pattern. He's really easy, but he looks great. And then I did some cross stitch, and I made that one, a little mushroom. So much fun. I'm purposely leaving a couple of spots because I'm about to put some ornaments there. I really have to secure my tree. It's it's a little moving right now. It's fine. I don't know if I want that to go there. I have such tree OCD. It's so bad. Okay. my last 3 handmade ornaments, I think, in case I'm missing something. And that is my set from Susan Claudino, and the yarn was hand dyed by the Knitted Wit, which is no longer dyeing yarn, but it's the Nutcracker series. And the kit included the yarn to make the project, and then it also included all the little accessories like the Mouse King's crown and the fairy's crown and his beard and sword. But love them so much. They were such a fun thing to knit. And I linked the pattern. You can still buy the pattern. But I absolutely am so happy that I got that kit because I love the yarn dye that she did with it. And I just love them to death. And so they kind of go front and center on my tree every year. And so now I just have a couple more ornaments to stick on. I just dropped something. And then clean up. And yeah. Thank you so much. They were so much fun. I-cords are so easy. You can get the little knitting dolls. They're like a wooden round thing, and it has 3 pins on it, and you just kind of like crochet the things off, and it makes an I-cord. And you can get the ones that you put the yarn in and you wind it and it produces an I-cord. I mean, they're really great to use for all kind of things because like that's what made the legs, the arms, the tails of that kit. But they're just really easy to use and to make things with. Any other ornaments I think I need to put on here? I'm gonna have to put my cat. I used to have an orange tabby that passed away. He's gonna go on there. And then a random Target bobbin ornament will go on there somewhere. I'll stick that over there. I did buy a couple of these. I saw at a thrift store someone did some embroidery. I got rid of some of them, but I just kept one just because, again, it makes me sad to see people get rid of ornaments that family members have made. Dun, dun, dun. I think that's got all of there. This I always kept on our tree when I had my craft room tree in the house, because I use bells on the bottom of our trees as kitty cat detection devices because we have 5 cats. And when they go under there, it rings and you can hear them and you can go spray them with a water bottle and say bad kitty. But it's one of my cute bells. It's an owl. That sounds kind of mean, but kitties are bad. I do have several of these little old mini Lion Brand yarns that I just stuck ornaments in. I just think, or ornament hooks in. I think they make really cute ornaments as tree fillers. So I'll stick those in there somewhere. And then that completes a tree. Oh, I forgot. And then I knit this little snow flake. It's just a little garter pinwheel kind of thing. I need to put some kind of stiffener to make it more stiff. Are you laughing at me about my kitty cat bad kitty no spray bottle? Because I actually have that written on the bottle with an evil little cat drawn on it. Because it's true. It's true. Okay, so let me show y'all. If you have an Aldi's, these are a couple weeks old, but my store still had these. They're $5 a box. They're wooden garland. So this is what I'm going to use to attach my army of mini trees that I've been knitting. Let me let me use my makeshift table over here, aka the chair. And I'm going to attach the little Christmas trees and then hang these from my ceiling. So I have a bunch of the little mini stockings that I've been knitting, and I have a bunch of the little trees. And they are 12 feet long. So I got 2 boxes for 10 bucks. Super cute. And if you can't find those, the Wally World has their version that are 9 feet that are $3.97. But they have the natural, and then they have this dark wood color. Hello, how are you, Brenda? But I'm gonna make bunting and garland and hang, and this may be something that I'll leave out all year long. I don't know, because I would like to continue to add to my little garland and knit some more. When I'm able to finally get into a rhythm where I can, next year is going to be the year of the stash, and I just want to focus on knitting and crocheting, and hopefully I'll have a bunch of my indoor projects done so I can actually have that time. But I'm wanting to really work on little things like that. I would like to use leftovers, put them in my Cozy Memories blanket, and then make a mini tree or a mini stocking and then add it for garland. It just kind of decorates the room. I forgot about this ornament. This is from the one year that Hobby Lobby did an advent calendar. Like, they did it that one year, and they haven't done it since. I thought it was pretty decent little advent calendar, but I guess a lot of people were kind of hating on it. And they haven't brought it back. They're like, you know what? We're good. Hobby Lobby, 2022. It was a cute little advent. It was a Merry Stitchmas advent, not really a Christmas advent. It's a heavy ornament, though. Like, it's so stinking heavy. Okay. And then I have a couple little ornaments still on this thing I want to go through. You can take that in the house. Jolly. This is another ornament Deborah bought me. I think she got it at a Christmas market in her area. That will be so cool. Oh, with the garland? Yeah, so I was very, very influenced when I did that yarn crawl from Ashley, who is Paper Crane Yarns little shop, with all the bunting and the garland everywhere. Like, I've been wanting to do it, but I didn't have direction, and then I was just kind of saw all the stuff that she did, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's so happening. And it kind of put a, a kick in my step to do it. So I definitely want to get that done. Oh, here's another ornament that Deborah made me. It's a little snowy owl. It's supposed to be my Hedwig, because she knows I'm a Hufflepuff. He's gonna have to go on the tree. And I think she got this for me last year somewhere. I don't know where, but it's a succulent. She wrote from Deborah. So cute. But I love plants. He goes on my tree. And I just have these random things from Joann's that go on the tree. My first ever yarn advent was from, who is it from? Up in Yarns. 2015 maybe. And this is the ornament I got with, I thought I wrote the date on it. That's the ornament I got with that kit for December. It was an advent. It was a sock yarn club. And then she sent an ornament for the extra part for the month of December. I really like her yarns. Trying to see if there's anything else. It's like, oh, it's so cute. I need to show you. Yes, there is. A couple things. So Deborah got me a little cedar heart to put out here on my tree. Love the cedar heart. Where are you gonna go? I don't know. And then one year when we did the Shrinky Dink ornaments, I drew a sheep knitting, and it says knitting the night away. I made it Shrinky Dink. It goes out here. And then Sam, who is Mantva's Makes, she has a YouTube channel. She is in the UK. She sent me this one year in 2023. I think it was the first year I started this channel, actually. She sent me this. She does diamond painting. I've never done diamond painting, but it's going to go out here on my tree as well. Another thrift store find. It's just cool and funky. Ah! Another thrift store find. I just thought it was pretty cool looking. I don't know what it represents, except for awesomeness. At this rate, I'm going to need a bigger tree for out here. I think this one's a 7.5 foot. I may need to get an 8-foot tree one year. But this is just like the perfect size to fit in this little area. And I got it super cheap one year. So, cheap is really good. Have I done any spinning lately? No, I'm actually looking at my wheel and the bobbin that is sitting on it. So when I worked on it last and I was spinning all the time, that's where it came from. So I haven't spun in a while, so I hate to just sit down and like mess up half of that roving. So what I'm probably gonna do is to get back in the spin of things, is spin up this Noro because it's a pencil roving, and that way I can kind of pick up that muscle memory again. This is color 1009, the rainbow roll. I don't even know if they still make this. This is way before 2014 because I bought this from a local yarn store before they closed. But it's pretty. And then I'm thinking about working on this bat that's super crazy. This is a Lutheran Fiber Arts Scrappy Bat, 3.5 ounces. But it just would be something fun to kind of play around with. It's so pretty though. It smells divine. And then I have a lot more fiber though. So much more fiber. Which is why I got this chair, so I can fit it all in the ottoman, except for some of it that's over there. but I really do plan on spinning for 2026. But to be honest, I have like hand spun that I spun over. I'm gonna shift you some. Turning, turning. So back in that corner, right there, is a basket. Wait, that has my hand spun in it, and it's been up there since I spun it. I've never really. I've only used my hand spun once. I like spinning it. Um, I just like skating it, hanging it up, and like putting it in the little pile. I don't know why. I need to actually use it. I don't know why. I really want to put this red vintage glass ball on my tree. I have a couple of these tips that I've bought. The local thrift store had these in a bag for like a quarter. I guess the balls came in broken, but I buy them when I see them for replacements. Because I do love some vintage ornaments, y'all. I'm a vintage person. Love it all. Love it all. Yeah, I'm about to run too. It's getting late and I want to get this done and go inside and get some knitting. And I need to record the part of Vlogmas for today and show you what I've been working on. But thank you so much for hanging out with me as I've decorated the tree. I hope you enjoyed talking about ornaments and hanging out as well. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, hugs, love, and all the yarny fluff. I have to figure out how to end the live because it's been a while.